Hello, so today we're going to be doing 3-in-1. Okay, so we're going to be going into the Daima, and I got from s.h.figuarts, Goku, Piccolo, and Vegeta. And yes, they're already out the box. You know me, I set them up quickly. I got them all from our local gaming store, and they were $34.99, $34.99, and of course Piccolo is $59.99. So we are going to start with Vegeta. Let me open this up, show you what it brings, how many face plates, how many hands. Okay, so one of his hands fell out. So with the pair, okay, I put him with fist. I'll show you him in a minute. It brings an extra 3 pair of hands, which is 6 hands in total. Just look at that. So they're with the gloves. It brings an extra hair. If I can get it out. It's a little bit towards the side because let me show you. This is the one he has on now, and this is the one. And if you turn it around, you'll see the difference as well. You could either have him posing with the arms it comes with already, or you can switch it with the extra pair of arms. And it is him, you know, Vegeta always crossing his arms, but it brings this little. So it comes separately. So they're, obviously you got to put it in one side and the other. But look at this. Brings this little extra bad boys. Now to show you the face plates. So here are 2. It brings 4 in total. The one he's wearing now and 3 extra ones. Him screaming, him about to punch you in the face. And this is him thinking about him punching you in the face. He got a little smirk on there. Okay. Now to get to him, look at these little figures. Obviously they're in the Daima, so they get turned into kids. Still, even though they're really small, they're pretty much posable as they usually are. The toe, move upwards, even though it's so little, is posable. Very flexible in the legs. As well as here, since it's smaller, it's not like the bigger s.h.figuarts. I feel like the arms are a little bit more posable. Well, this is very flexible, for one. I'm not saying it's not. It's just, I don't know. Up next is Goku. So pretty much all of these, like Vegeta, Piccolo, Goku, they're pretty much flexible, just like how their big s.h.figuarts are. I do like how their toes toe up, like the big ones as well. I know it's harder to do little figures, so I wouldn't expect it to be that flexible, but for being the little figures, they are very flexible. I like it. So again, we're doing Goku. I like how I brought the pole, so it's like bring it back from the beginning when he started. I also brought this, like his little carrier. Thought that was pretty neat. It also brings an extra set of hair. So I'm gonna turn it around so you can see the difference. Then it also brings an extra 3 pairs of hands, which is 6. And his faces here that you could change. Has him getting mad. Has him screaming, and here I go dropping stuff again. And then you have him pissed. And then the happy face Goku that you usually see. I have him posed with the pole. So I just thought that was pretty cool. I like how they brought that back. It's like having little Goku again, you know, since this is a Daima, but you guys know what I mean. Up next, we're doing Piccolo. So I really do like Piccolo. He's one of the latest characters. Even though I like them all, I can never pick which was my favorite. Goku. Just kidding. I like a lot of them. But again, here I go with the toes. You know, you can pose the legs how you want, side, frontwards. That's pretty cool. It's very, very detailed, especially how you can remove his shirt here, because they make sure this is very detailed. I know some figures that you'll take off their shirts, even though a lot with the Dragon Ball Z ones, that's not the issue. But there is a lot that you'll take their clothes off and it wouldn't have that as much details because it's not usually visible. But I really like that. Like, you can literally look in there and it's detailed. Same as here. Like, you can't take, I mean, you could take it apart, but I'm saying as the clothes here, you can't take it apart, but you could clearly see that they did the work and put that detail in there. Sorry about the shitty camera quality. Now, he brought extra more face plates, unlike Vegeta and Goku, because as I stated, they brought 4. The 3 extra plus the one that I had on them. Now for Piccolo, this one, and then it brought an extra 5. And then also, look at this. I just love how it's real clothes. I know a lot of like their capes or clothes, sometimes it's the rubber. Like this, it's obviously rubber. When you touch Goku's, it's rubber. And obviously this is rubber up here. And then this is wire, so you can position it. So if you have him flying, you want it moved a certain way, it has the wire on here. But the middle is like regular clothes. I just thought that was pretty cool. I love that. I love when figures bring the clothes like that. Like, I have a Shanks over there, obviously different anime One Piece, and the clothes is like that, or I think it's, yeah, a cape. I'm not sure if it's a sweater, whatever. I have to check that later, but that's not what we're talking about right now. The point of it is they did a very good job with this. And for the set of hands, you know, just the regular hands sticking out, or the fist, it brings an extra 6 hands, which is 3 pairs. And it also brings this. Like I said, there I go dropping stuff again. Sorry guys. So when he was across his arms over, since Piccolo loves to stand like that and observe sometimes, that's a very good detail. You know, Piccolo always has a mean mugging face. He smiles sometimes, but not a lot. So a lot of his faces are him screaming, him pissed. I love the detail in that. Love how it brings his antennas. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera and didn't realize I was that low. And I really like this one. Different. Now this is the only one that's like this, and he does have a little smirk. Thought that was pretty cool to add, since all the ones is with a serious face or fighting face, and I just thought that one was pretty cool. You gotta have him with a smirk because he at least does a smirk here and there.